Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Javed from VSPT Batch 10, holding ID 20010231018, subject Principle of Chemistry 1. So, this is the second part of my presentation 1, and the topic that was assigned to me is Meditech or medical textile. So, first of all, I would like to talk about the introduction of medical textile. So, the combination of textile technology and medical sciences has resulted into a new field called medical textiles. New areas of applications for medical textiles have been identified with the development of new fibers and manufacturing technologies for yarns and fabrics. Development in the field of textiles, either natural or man-made textiles, normally aimed at how they enhance the comfort to the users. Development of medical textiles can be considered as one such development, which is really meant for converting the painful days of patients into the comfortable days. An important and growing part of the textile industry is medical and related healthcare and hygienic sector. The extent of the growth is due to constant improvements and innovations in the both textile technology and medical procedures. Textile materials and products that have been engineered to meet particular needs are suitable for any medical and surgical applications where a combination of strength, flexibility, and sometimes moisture and air permeability are required. Materials used include monofilament and multifilament yarns, woven, knitted, and non-woven fabrics, and composite structures. Next, I would like to discuss the history of medical textile. The majority of the healthcare products manufactured worldwide and are disposable, while the remainder can be reused according to the survey in the USA. During the decade in 1980 to 1990, the growth of medical textile products occurred at a compound annual rate of 11%. It is estimated that the annual growth was around 10% during 1991 to 2000. Now, I would like to talk about its definition. Uh, Medical textiles are the fiber-based products and structures used in a medical environment, either for the treatment of an injury or for the provision of an appropriate conditions in the clinical treatment of a wound or an illness. All the textiles used in a operative and post-operative tasks and all around a patient and the medical practitioners are termed as medical textile. These highly specialized and biocompatible technical textile used for medical and hygiene applications are called Meditech. Uh, Next, I would like to talk about some medical products. Like we have some fibers and medical products which we get from these fibers. First, one fiber we have is cotton, and the medical products which we get from this fiber is surgical clothing, gowns, bedding, sheets, pillow covers, uniforms, surgical hosiery. Next fiber is cotton, and we get medical products are the caps, masks, and wipes. Next one fiber we have is the polyester, and the medical products which we get from this fiber is gowns, masks, surgical cover drapes, blankets, cover stock. And the next fiber which we have is polyamide, and the medical products which we get from this fiber are the surgical hosiery. Next fiber we have polypropylene, and the medical products which we get are the protective clothing. Next is fiber is polyethylene, and the medical products which we get are the surgical covers. And last one fiber is glass, and the medical sorry last next fiber is glass, and the medical products which we get are the caps, masks. And the last one fiber is elastomeric, and the medical products which we get is surgical hosiery. Next are some requirements of the textile material for medical applications. First one is biocompatible and sterile. Next one is anti-allergenic and antibacterial. Third one is good resistance to alkalis, acids, and microorganisms. Next one is good dimensional stability and elasticity. Next is free from contaminations or impurities. Next is absorptions or repellency and air permeability. Next, white staple fiber. And the last one is biodegradable and environment friendly. Now I have some medical textile products. First one is bandages and wound care. Second one is stitches or stitches. Third one is antimicrobial fabrics. Fourth one is plasters. Fifth one is orthojoints. Then I have nerve reconnection and regeneration. And the last one is breathing masks. First of all, I would like to talk about the first medical product, which is bandages. So, I would like to talk about its definition. And a bandage is a strip of woven material used to bind up a wound or to protect an injured part of the body. A bandage is a piece of material used either to support a medical device such as dressings or splint, or on its own to provide support or to restrict the movement of a part of the body when used with a dressing. And the dressing is applied directly on a wound, and a bandage used to hold the dressing in the place. Next, I would like to talk about its chemical composition. The airbags used in automobile and similar fabrics used as supporting medical bandages are made of nylon coated with silicone. Airbags need gas-tight fabric with a silicone coating that should be as thin as possible. Pre-activation with plasma before coating by a wet application process improves nucleation, leading to coating with a lower porosity. Hence, a thinner coating makes the fabric gas tight, thereby assuring substantial savings of costly silicone, reduced weight, and reduce the material usage. Are added benefits for airbags as a result of a plasma activation. For supporting bandages, a thinner coating and limited penetrations are desirable. Silicones have a high affinity for plasma activated nylons, rapid and high density nucleations for a coating seal of the surface, preventing deep penetrations. Nucleation is the first step in the formation of of either a new thermodynamic phase or a new structure via self-assembly or self-organization. Next, I would like to talk about sutures or stitches. Stitches basically are a loop of thread or yarns resulting from a single pass or movement of a needle in sewing, knitting, and crocheting. The word stitches refers to a surgical procedures of wound closure with sutures. To simplify it, the suture is the name of a medical device used to repair the wound. The stitching is a technique used for wound closure. Surgical suture is a natural or synthetic textile material used to body tissues together after an injury or surgery. Applications generally involves using a needle with an attached length of thread. Ideal suture should physical and mechanical properties, adequate tensile strength, etc. And handling properties, easy to handle. Biological properties, unfavorable for bacterial growth. And the last one is biodegradation properties, absorbable. Its tensile strength loss must match the healing rate of the tissues to be closed. This is the picture of stitches or sutures, you can say. So next I have some fibers used for sutures. First, fiber is synthetic, which are the polyamide, polyester, polyethylene, ethylene, and the natural fibers that are used for sutures are the cotton, silk, regenerated cellulose, chitin, alginates, and collagen. Next, I have the chemical composition of stitches or sutures. Surgeons once used animal tendons, horse hairs, pieces of plants, or animal hairs to create sutures. Today, they are made from the natural or man-made materials like plastic, nylon, or silk. Sutures may be permanent or absorbable. They dissolve in the body. Then I have the next medical product, which is antimicrobial fabrics. Antimicrobial fabrics can be made of a variety of textiles, including but not limited to polyester vinyl, composites vinyl, and even acrylines. The effectiveness of the antimicrobial fabric lies in its ability to fend off microorganisms and its ability to help prolong the life of textile. Antimicrobial fabrics and textiles are fiber-based substrates to which antimicrobial agents have been applied at the surface or incorporated into the fibers, rendering a product that kills or inhibits the growth of microorganisms. Then I have the chemical compositions of my antimicrobial fabrics. Antimicrobial fabrics can be made of a variety of textiles, including but not limited to polyester, polyester vinyl, composites, vinyl, and even acryline's. The effectiveness of an antimicrobial fabric lies in its ability to fend off microorganisms and its ability to help prolong life of textile. Then I have the medical product, which is plaster. I would like to talk about its definition. Plaster is is an adhesive bandage, also called a sticking plaster. Medical plaster, or simply plaster in British language, is a small medical dressing used for injuries not serious enough to require a full-size bandage. Plaster is a building material used for the protective or decorative coating of walls and ceilings and for molding and casting decorative elements. In English, plaster usually means a material used for the interiors of buildings, while render commonly refers to external applications. Next, I have the chemical composition of plasters. White or yellowish, finely divided, odorless powder consisting mostly of or entirely of calcium sulfate, hemihydrate, CaSO4 into 1 by 2 H2O forms a paste. When it is mixed with the water, that soon hardens into a solid used in making casts, molds, and sculpture, generally non-toxic. Then I have the medical uh, product, which is Ortho Giants. From the Greek word orthros, that means just that, straight or erect. Examples of terms involving ortho include orthodontics, straightening the teeth, orthopedics, straightening the child, orthopnea, breathing easily only in an upright position, orthostatic, and upright posture, etc. Orthopedics is a branch of medicine that focuses on the care of the musculoskeletal system. This system is made up of muscles and bones, as well as joints, ligaments, and tendons. A person who specializes in orthopedics is known as orthopedist. Next, I have regeneration. In biology, regeneration is the process of renewal, restorations, and tissues growth that makes genomes, cells, organisms, and ecosystems resilient of natural fluctuations or events that causes disturbance or damage. Every species is capable of regeneration from bacteria to humans. While surgeons can sometimes reattach the young nerves to the spinal cord, this treatment is not as effective as physicians or patients would like. This is in part because nerves in the brain and spinal cord, unlike those in the rest of the body, fails to grow new nerve fibers. When one of the nerves is cut or damaged, it will try to repair itself. The nerve fibers, axons, shrink back and rest for about a month, and then they begin to grow again. Axons will regenerate about 1 mm per day. The extent to which your nerve will recover is variable and it will always be incomplete. Next one is breathing masks. Breathing mask is a mask that covers the mouth and usually other parts of the face or head, designed to direct the wearer's breath to end or form a particular apparatus. It may mean or be a part of one of these. Medical treatment is cardiopulmonary resuscitation, and next is nasal cannulas. Nasal cannulas and face masks are used to deliver oxygen to people who don't otherwise get enough of it. They are commonly used to provide relief to people with respiratory disorders. A nasal cannulus consists of a flexible tube that is placed under the nose. The tube includes two prongs that go inside the nostrils. And then I have the composition of its. Uh, so the fabrics used to make masks typically contain various chemicals designed to make the fabric more comfortable or given it properties it does not ordinarily have. Metal face masks are chemical free, making them safe to wear all day long. Then, which fibers? There is a question that which fibers are used to produce healthcare and hygienic products. First one is commonly used natural fibers are cotton and silk. Then regenerated cellulosic fibers such as viscose rayon. Then all fibers are used in medical applications must be non-toxic and non-allergenic. At the end, I have the conclusion. And the conclusion is medical textiles are one of the dynamically expanding sectors, and development of same is to convert painful days of patients into the comfortable days. It is very important in the life of patients. As medical procedures continue and transform, the demand for textile materials is bound to grow and grow. Here is the reference links, and this is all about my topic. Thank you so much. I love this.